The fact that there's some audio from the dispatcher where the person calling asks, or in the background, one or the other, asks, oh my God, is he dead? So that's a whole new level of evidence that I'm interested in seeing where they go with that.
Yeah, I don't know how you can justify that audio.
Can't. Not with someone in the background saying, is he dead? Even if you were calling to say there was a fight, it sounds like you're looking at something that has already happened and you witnessed what happened and you're saying, did he die from what I just saw?
Nolan's friends called for help as their boat took on water. Weeks later, an enhanced version of that call is raising a question nobody can answer yet. What exactly is happening in the background? Before we get into what that audio actually reveals, if you're following this case as closely as we are, hit subscribe to 3 True Crime Stories and tap like right now so you don't lose this thread when the next update drops.
That's right, Megan. Tonight we're hearing new audio of a frantic call for help by Nolan Wells' friends as their boat was taking on water just hours before the teenager disappeared.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking.
And what do you want to do? Do you want to be towed back?
I want to get this boat unsank and towed back, yes.
The caller told the dispatcher everyone aboard was unhurt and noted he and the passengers were young.
There's 0 adults on board. Nobody here is over the age of 21.
The recording itself isn't new. It's the emergency call one of Nolan's friends placed to Sea Tow, a private towing service, around 4 in the afternoon on July 4th, as their boat began sinking near the west tip of Horn Island. The caller told the dispatcher the bilge pump had failed and the boat was going down. He gave a head count of 7 people aboard, said everyone was in good condition, and provided GPS coordinates for a tow back to the mainland. On its surface, it's a routine distress call, a group of teenagers, a mechanical failure, a request for rescue. What changed is what happened to that recording since.
Katie isn't saying anything at all. So it's a lot of moving parts here. And I'm just hoping it's not one of those, quite frankly, and if his friends didn't have anything to do with it and they truly left him behind, etc., etc. He has discoloration, bruises on the back of his neck. Something happened. And quite frankly, this is Mississippi, where in 1955, which sparked the civil rights movement, Emmett Till was killed for so-called whistling at a white woman. And now we're hearing Nolan Wells stayed back to be with a white woman. And he turns up dead with bruises behind his neck. That's the context I'm putting this in. It's Emmett Till, perhaps, all over.
Wow, so you feel like the dynamics between Nolan Wells and Emmett Till is...
An audio engineer took the original call and cleaned it up, isolating and clarifying voices that had been buried under wind, engine noise, and static. Her enhanced version spread quickly online, and listeners immediately began picking apart every second of it. Some say they can hear a voice asking, "Is he dead?" about 12 seconds in. Others claim they hear Nolan's name, followed by an "oh my God." Still others say they can make out phrases like "check his chest" and "wake up," along with a caller shouting for someone to be quiet. None of those interpretations have been officially confirmed, not by investigators, not by the people on that boat, and not by any forensic audio analysis released to the public. What we're hearing is a private citizen's cleanup of a chaotic recording, and the words people believe they hear are, at this stage, exactly that. What people believe they hear. Context matters here too. Nolan reportedly chose to stay behind on Horn Island rather than board that boat. One friend, Warren Hudson, has said a member of the group was panicking and pleading with Nolan to get on board before it was towed away. Nolan did not go with them. His body was found 2 days later on the island's north shore. On the day he was found, Jackson County's Sheriff's Department said publicly that no foul play was suspected. That statement has never been formally retracted, but it also hasn't stopped the questions from multiplying. Here's where things stand. The official autopsy still hasn't been made public. A Mississippi grand jury is expected to review the full circumstances of Nolan's death before any additional evidence is released, and the friends who were with him that day have retained attorneys. On its own, that last detail proves nothing. People caught up in high-profile investigations often seek legal counsel to protect themselves, whether or not they did anything wrong. But stacked next to an undetermined cause of death, and now this enhanced audio, it's added to a growing sense among the public that pieces of this story still don't line up. Commentators have taken notice too. Judge Mathis, reacting to the enhanced call, didn't hold back, calling the background phrases deeply troubling and questioning why a routine rescue call would contain language like that at all. He was careful to frame it as his own reaction, not a legal conclusion, but his response captured what a lot of people watching this case are feeling right now. What we don't have is confirmation. We don't have a transcript from law enforcement. We don't have forensic verification of what's actually being said under that noise. What we have is a mother and father who buried their son without answers, an investigation that's still open, and a piece of audio that's only made this case louder. If you want to be here when the grand jury findings come out or when the official autopsy is finally released, make sure you're subscribed to 3 True Crime Stories and leave a like before you go. It genuinely helps this story reach the people still asking what really happened to Nolan Wells.